Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Joey Diaz tells the story that almost hospitalized Tom Segura. Wait, what? Let's see what he has to say. I mean, honestly, y'all, sometimes the titles are enough. They take me out. I don't even need to watch the video because the titles are just ridiculous. And this is one of those ones where I'm like, what do you mean? You mean to tell me? Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, black helicopters have been spotted.
Yes.
It's comedy. Stop with the fucking
Do you know
that
you almost hospitalized me one time from laughing so hard? Like, I don't know if you remember this. I'm serious. I don't even know if I could tell it. It was backstage.
Okay, so already I was not expecting Tom to be in the room. I thought Joey was going to see. Joey Diaz tells the story that almost Okay, so, you know, there's so many ways to interpret these titles, too. Look at these murals of Jimi Hendrix and Rosa Parks behind Joe Rogan. That's cool. I guess Tom is not going to be able to contain himself, so maybe Joey's going to end up telling the story. I don't know. I need to prepare. I need to have a sip of water. Because if it's one thing for certain and two things for sure, when Tom starts laughing and when Bert starts laughing, Britt starts laughing. And I can't contain myself. So let me go ahead and get my concealer catcher within reach and prepare myself. Are y'all ready? All right, let's do this.
It was backstage at his show. We were somewhere, and you were like, how's the wife? Real good. And I go, you go, where is she? And I said some city in Tennessee, maybe Knoxville or Nashville. And you go, Nashville, 96. And you started the story about working a club, and you're like, I just riffed in between shows, some crazy shit.
Some chick who was talking, there was 20 people for the first show, Knoxville. It was a Comedy Zone show. I half booked it. Knoxville's a great little fucking town. Like a cute little Tennessee town.
Is it?
It's like hip. It's a football, you know, like a college town. So I get there on Friday night, Joe Rogan. I'm headlining. I got 38 minutes. I just moved to LA and I signed with Creative Management and they booked those rooms. So they were booking me out as a headliner. I was just dying slow death. So what they did was they put me in one night that paid like $275 a night. They weren't bad. Clark, Tennessee, you know. And we go to this Knoxville for 2 nights, and I go in there, and you know me, dog, I'm fucking crazy. First night I go in there, Friday night. I
am not familiar with Joey Diaz, but I did not expect him to talk like he's from the hood. He's like, you know me, dog, I'm crazy. I'm like, oh my God, he's like a soprano mixed with like 50 Cent. I love this guy already. Joe was already giggling and Tom just stopped talking because I really don't think he can contain himself. And I'm just like on pins and needles, like what is about to happen to my life? Lord have Jesus mercy.
There's 20 people for the first show. And there's a girl, Joe Rogan, that's a 12. With a guy that's a 4.
Oh.
Okay? And it's her birthday, you know. Meanwhile, through it, she just turned 21. It's her birthday. Okay, hi, happy birthday. What's going on here? You know, because once you start hearing noise, you have to react to it as a comic. And you go, what's going on here? You're 21. I said, you're very beautiful. And then she just went and ran with it and started talking about how her husband pimps her out. He would have fights on, and for $20 you could fuck him in the back room.
20?
The fights were on, whatever. I don't know. That on Fridays he would bring it to the construction truck.
No.
Oh my God.
He would bring a truck with her to the construction site and put a mattress in the back.
No.
And at lunchtime, he would let her friends, and she's telling me this, it's like she's talking, and people like just holding their breaths, like, what is going on?
This is not funny. That is God awful. And I mean to tell you, there is a place. I don't care what you believe in the afterlife, but there is a place, a special designated area for people like that. That is God awful. And I wonder what it was that made her feel so comfortable in trauma dumping on him, like that she could just tell him that. Wow, okay, when is this gonna get funny? Because right now I'm like, retreat, abort mission. What?
She's talking, and people like, like just holding their breaths. Like, what
Tom
is
is
going
laughing.
on here? This girl is beautiful, and this retard is just pimping it.
Tom is
So
already
between
in
shows, I go
hysterics.
upstairs to do a line or smoke a joint or whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
When I come back, I see her by herself, and we start talking. And what's going on? Oh my God, I had such a great time. I go, is that stuff true? And she goes, yeah. I go, show me the monkey. And she took me in the woman's bathroom, pulled down her pants. The girl had a monkey that was spotless. It nearly stunk. I ate it. I fingered it or something, and then she sucked my dick. That was it. I went back to my room. I didn't think.
I've never heard the female body part be referred to as a monkey. That is a first, and I hope a last. My God. The raw truth of this story. I mean, I don't suspect this man is embellishing or leaving a detail out. Maybe with the exception of what she was wearing. Because he said it stunk. So he told us how it smelled. And he said the monkey was spotless. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear Lord. I feel like I'm in the men's locker room and I need to not be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with knowing that men have conversations that I shouldn't be privy to or don't, you know, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I don't know if I should be in this room right now. Guys. Oh, gosh. God bless.
I fingered it or something, and then she sucked my dick. That was it. I went back to my room. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I scored. I go back for the second show. There's 8 people. But by the time I go back for the second show, Joe Rogan, she's sitting in the back. She's 21, and she's looking at me like this. She's fucked up. And 10 minutes into my spot, set, because I was headlining, she starts going, I sucked the comedian's dick tonight. And her husband's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I sucked his dick, and he came in my mouth. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? The cops had to hold him back, and he's like, I want my $40. That's all he wanted. He didn't care that his wife sucked my dick at this comedy bathroom.
Oh, my God.
When the cops came, he kept saying, man, somebody's going to get hurt if I don't have my $40. That's a $40 blowjob. Did you come in her mouth? Because if I wouldn't have come, it would have been like 20. All he cared about was
the cops hear this man complaining about him PIMPing his wife, and he's not in handcuffs? He's not in handcuffs? What a time to be alive. My gosh.
Because if I wouldn't have come, it would have been like 20. All he cared about was the $40, dog.
So he told me that backstage at your show,
God.
and I fucking started hyperventilating.
$40 for his wife. This is the world of comedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
This is the world of crazy fucking comedy.
Joe is speechless. Joe Rogan is speechless. Look
You
at
think
it.
that's crazy? What the fuck?
She's crying. Some other husband would have held his wife and said, you know, no, he didn't care. He just wanted the $40 for the blowjob. I didn't give it to him.
He's got rules.
Yeah,
You
he's
gotta give him that. He's got like a line in the sand.
Jeez.
This is
He's got,
crazy
he's got
shit.
a number. 40
Comedy
bucks.
is a fucking crazy animal. When you sit at home at night and you think about all the shit we've seen, we've learned a lot.
I don't think I ever laughed at
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. Comedians, athletes, like the things they see on the road, and what's that? Is that from the? I think that's from my. The monkey got me all. You know, the things these men, in particular, these men. I don't think women have the same shenanigans going on. I don't think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think. Or at least men are way more open to sharing. But I mean the stuff that happens on the road. The movies, the books we could probably be reading. Goodness gracious.
This is
He's got,
crazy
he's got
shit.
a number. 40
Comedy
bucks.
is a fucking crazy animal. When you sit at home at night and you think about all the shit we've seen, we've learned a lot.
I don't think I ever laughed as hard. Well, that's probably
on
the
that
second
road.
time right there.
On that road.
I don't think that
You
was
learn A lot
funny.
of things. You learn a lot of things about human
That was not
beings.
funny.
You learn a lot of things about individuals. You learn some. I remember I did American Home. It's a armed forces place in Idaho. It's part of the Triple Run. And as soon as I walked in and I had to go do a sound check, everybody kept looking at me going, "Hi, how are you? have you met Sandy yet? And I go, no. And they go, and they'd walk away. You ever see, what's the movie with Eddie Murphy when with Boomerang?
Yeah.
When he goes to the black chick's house, it's 80, and the butler keeps laughing. Remember, the butler would go, she wants to see you in the kitchen. He would go, because she knew she was gonna rape him. So
Marcus, darling, Marcus. If you haven't seen Boomerang, go watch it. It's such a it's a classic. Yeah, I mean, the way Tony, or just call him Tony, Joey is telling his story, he hasn't cracked a smile. Like, this is not funny. This is just his real life experience, which is so crazy. It's so crazy.
See you in the kitchen. He would go, because she knew she was gonna rape him. So every time somebody would refer to Shirley, they go, have you met Shirley yet?
Yeah.
And you go, no. And they go, oh, and they'd walk away. Well, Shirley, whoever the captain of that base was, the head of the base, she was his wife. And if a band came to town or a comedian came to town, she blew him.
No.
That's it. That was the rule. Like, he would sit out there with his fucking military on, with all his shit, and clap. And she'd be in the back, Zuka la Mink, to the whole band. I mean, this is crazy. So I didn't know about this. She came over and started talking to me, and then she started talking, oh, you're Cuban. I dated a Cuban one time. He had such a big dick. You have a big dick? I mean, it was that quick. What? It was that quick. Like, she just gets to it. She's like 50. I was maybe like 31. She was maybe 50.
Wow.
And she just dropped behind the curtain, took the hammer out, and started Zuka la Mink. I'm sitting there.
The way... The code words, the safe words that he's using, the hammer, the monkey, just Zuka la Mink. Oh my gosh.
And she just dropped behind the curtain, took the hammer out.
Oh my God.
And started Zuka la Mink. I'm sitting there minding my own business. And all of a sudden somebody comes yelling for her, Shirley, Shirley, Shirley. Now, usually Shirley would get up and stop sucking your dick. Not Shirley. She moved her knees. Like, I had knee on belly.
Right.
You know when somebody puts knee on belly, you're supposed to move this way?
Right.
That's
Knee
what she
on
did with her
belly.
knees. She kept sucking and just kept moving this way. I tried to take it out of her mouth. She wouldn't let it. She's like, no, no, no. She wouldn't stop till, I mean, and they're like, Shirley, we're looking for you out here.
Man,
This is crazy shit.
I can't. I'm overstimulated. I feel like I need psychiatric treatment right now and an IV.
Oh, just finish that fucking drink, all right?
Oh my God.
Zuka la Mink is the greatest thing anyone's ever said.
That is the best.
Tom's like, oh. Do you think that's the greatest thing? This guy's full of them.
Word of all time. Minkia juice, Zuka la Mink.
Zuka la Mink.
Well, it's Minkia. But when they say Zuka, they cut it short.
What is the word? What does it mean?
Minkia means suck my dick. Minkia in the dialect of
Zuka la-
Italian. Suka means suck.
Right, okay.
You know, it's so weird how the more
Is
you
this
go.
Spanish?
This is Italian, Sicilian.
Really?
So the deeper you go down the boot, the more, is it closer to Spain or is it farther from Spain? The closer Italy is from Spain, when people from that area speak Italian, I don't care how fast they're talking, they can't put the wool over me because I can pick up every 4 words.
Oh, right.
So Sicilians say suka. What's suck in Spanish?
Chupa.
Chupa. You're in the neighborhood.
Right.
Suka la mink. When they say suka la minkia, like, you know, well, what are you gonna do today? I don't know. I'm gonna go out and get my minkia.
He
sucked.
seems like a super educated, wise man too, because of all this experience in his life. I would have pegged him as Italian, not Cuban, but this is so interesting that he's actually Cuban. He just really feels like a soprano to me. All right, Joey Diaz, you're on my radar.
But suka la mink is just a short.
Just a
That's,
short.
that's
Oh,
your,
the
hey, that's your
short
second
version.
shirt of this show.
Suka la mink.
Sure.
And then you got minkia juice. So it comes at you however you want it.
I feel like I need to go pray or something. This was so long. I'm with Tom. I'm overstimulated and I need an IV. And that's all I have to say about that. Go have the day you deserve. Peace.